Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me again tonight to try another Garuda Linux version. Well, this is going to be a follow up of our Garuda sessions, and tonight we're going to be trying a different version. So, I currently downloaded the Dragonized version and the standard version. So we are going to try installing one of them tonight and see how it goes. Again, welcome. Thank you for joining me in these live streams. And my name is Executor. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is what we tried installing yesterday, and I still have to troubleshoot and find out what is preventing us to complete the installation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and just power that off. And these are just some tests really, because I'm still waiting on some gadgets to come from Amazon, so I can finish up my setup here and be able to provide you guys with a more professional tutorial. So for the time being, I suppose we can just do the best we can with what we have. Okay, what I'm gonna do is let's just go to home and try to see if the download of Garuda has completed. So again, we're gonna choose the image because we have it downloaded. And see, we have the Dragonized, and that's 6 gigs, and the Wayfire version is only 2 gigs. So you know what? Let's go ahead and try the Wayfire version. See how it goes. I'm hoping that tonight's video will not take forever. So we can just go ahead and select Debian 10, 64-bit, and just name it. You know what? Let's just name it Wayfire. Wayfire, and click next, and probably give it let's go with 60 and see if it will take it. Store virtual disk as a single file, and yep, let's just finish it, see how it goes. 2 gigs of memory, and you know what, let's we ran into that issue yesterday, so let's just up it to 3 gigs just to be on the safe side, even though it's not that heavy. And then we're just gonna go ahead and power on. Okay, and as you can see, the boot up is starting. Already. So for all those who are following this channel with the purpose of learning cybersecurity, I just want you guys to know not to worry. We're gonna get there. You know, when it comes to cybersecurity, there's a lot of bits and pieces that you need to learn in IT in order to understand that. And if we start diving deep into cyber security itself, you're not gonna really understand anything. And that's why we're gonna be doing a lot of things surrounding cybersecurity before we dive deep into it. And Linux is definitely your way to go. That's a must know. So you have a lot of different types of Linux OSs out there that you can just, download and try to test them, get the feel of Linux, and start learning the command line, the Linux commands, and all that. Because as a cybersecurity, you're definitely going to be using the command line in Linux, and you're going to be running commands, and you're going to be scanning networks and all that good stuff. So that's why we're starting with the basics. Always start with the basics. Once you have the basics down, a lot of things will make sense down the road. So I just want you guys to know that we're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna get to the very exciting parts as time goes by. Okay, let's see how Wayfire goes tonight, and I'm really hoping that this streaming doesn't take too long. Come on now. I also realized, based on the streaming that we did yesterday, that a lot of you guys don't see part of the screen here, and I would like you to know I'm still working on it. I'm still working. It's part of the setup process, and as soon as I have all the material necessary to finish the setup, everything will just be perfectly fine, and you guys will be seeing every single part of the screen that I'm working on. And I would like to apologize in advance for that, just in case during the setup of Wayfire you guys aren't able to see some parts of it. It will be taken care of. I'm well aware, and everything will be fixed, I promise. Okay, let's go. It's only 2 gigs. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's a good thing we didn't choose the Dragonized version, because that 6 gigs, yeah, that would have even taken a way longer time. And since my purpose is to keep this video short tonight, that's why I picked this one. Okay, Wi-Fi is really taking a long time. I have an idea. I'm gonna shut it down. see if it's gonna install this time, eh? Okay, there we go. So far so good. And by the way, guys, just so you know, if you think this is taking long for the installation, wait until we try installing Windows. Windows OS, oh my god. You will not believe. So, compared to Windows, Linux is really, really, really fast. Yeah. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, thank you guys for your patience. I know it's taking a long time, but we're just gonna give it some time and let it do its things behind scenes and eventually complete. So, what? Wait a second. Let me check something real quick. was supposed to be there. Not yet, huh? Okay. I have an idea. We're gonna go ahead while that is taking its sweet time, and we're gonna go ahead and try to dragonize the version. So we're gonna select Linux, and then we're gonna go with a Debian. Debian 10. Oh, really? I feel bad that you guys don't see the current screen that I'm working on. We're gonna name this Dragonized. Next. And we're gonna give this 100 gigs. Then we're gonna customize up it to 4. You know what? Let's give it 5 gigs of memory, because my current computer has 32 gigs, so we can really play with it if we want to. Power on, and see how this goes. Okay. While the dragon is taking its time, so we're gonna go back to Wayfire, check it out. Still nothing. Oh man. Okay. Okay, the Dragonized version is 6 gigs, so I suppose that will also take a long time, unfortunately. But fingers crossed. Let's see. I'm gonna do a quick troubleshooting here. The memory, you know what? I'm gonna give it 2 processors and 4 core. No, 1 processor and 4 cores. See how it goes. Because it looks like a memory problem to me. And for the Dragonized. I will also change it. Let's give it 2 processors and 4 cores. Okay. Be patient, huh? Let's see who's gonna finish first. Wayfire, that is 2 gigs and some change, or the Dragonize, that is 6 gigs. No way. So the Dragonized version, that is 6 gigs, got done installing before the Wayfire that only has 2 gigs. Okay. So if you remember yesterday in version 1 of our Garuda experience, this is where we were, and as you can tell, this look and feel is just different than the Queen version, this one that we installed yesterday. And as always, Garuda always comes fully loaded with a lot of tools already, as you can see, as you can tell. So this opens the welcome page here, and this is the terminal. So the default terminal in Garuda is the console, and it's the fish terminal, as you can tell. And it uses a Dolphin file folder system, which I love. And yep, pretty much the same thing. And this is the App Store. That's where you go download all the apps that you might not have, like all the additional ones that doesn't come already installed. You can just go there and find them, and we will be diving deep into all these details in future videos. So the Dragonized version is loaded with cybersecurity tools here, as you can see. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is let's close back down, and so these are the standard parameters over here, as you can see. Just a typical Garuda Linux OS, and we can even try installing this I know yesterday the Queen version gave us an issue with installation, and we still have to go into the details, into the bottom of it, find out why that did not install as expected. But we can go ahead and try this one again and see if it will also give us the same issue, or if it's simply gonna install. Executor, and since this is the Dragonized version, we're just gonna name this Dragon, and we're just gonna go ahead and put our super secure password. And click next, and this will be the summary of what's going on. In all honesty, the last time I messed with Garuda, I didn't see these details. I have a feeling that's the reason why these new updates to the operating system is the reason why we're having a hard time completing the installation. And surprise, surprise, this actually worked. So we need to figure out why the Queen version yesterday did not install just like that. Anyway, these are just some test videos while I wait for my for the stuff I ordered on Amazon, so I can finish up the setup here, and then we will figure it out. I promise. So this is gonna take a long time, because as I said, it's 6 gigs and it's loaded with a lot of tools, and as you can tell, I have a gigabit internet here, and it's still taking this long. So I'm not gonna keep you guys and end up making this video long again. So the purpose of this tutorial was to just try a different version of Garuda, and since we've been on the topic since yesterday, I just thought it would be nice to come back on it and try different versions and see. But as you can tell, it's downloading, and in future videos we're gonna dive deep into the several versions of Garuda Linux, just in case some of you guys will actually want to make an operating system. And if you want me to take one of my laptops again, one of my PCs, and delete whatever operating system is in there and boot it up with Garuda, just so you guys can see, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely do that. Like I said, I already booted a PC with this operating system and loved it. I loved it, and I used it for like 3 to 4 months, if I'm not mistaken. Loved it. So if some of you guys that are interested in trying Linux and studying cybersecurity are interested in this specific OS, because we're going to be diving deep into a lot of different OSs and Linux, and I suggest you wait until that point. That way you will know exactly which operating system to go with. But me, as I said, I have a PC here that is booted with Ubuntu 21, and the second PC is booted up with Kali Linux. So just let me know in the comments, and if you guys want, I can just do a full install of it on a PC of this operating system, so you can see, use it for a few months to see if you like it. In all honesty, when it comes to level of difficulty, Garuda is definitely not beginner friendly. In all honesty, it's not beginner friendly, and I personally had hard times at the beginning with this operating system right here. So what is usually suggested and recommended is Ubuntu. And we're gonna be doing installations of Ubuntu desktop, so you guys can compare it. It's not this. The design is completely different, and but it's user friendly. So if you guys wanna start learning Linux and you want to go with Ubuntu, which is more user-friendly, or Garuda, it's all up to you. But let me know down in the comments, and I can make a tutorial based on on your needs and what you're really expecting. So as you can tell, this is just a 23%, and we're not gonna wait until these 439,000 plus tools install. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this tutorial here, and just say thank you again for watching. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate your support, and that's what keeps me going with these tutorials. And I hope these tutorials help a lot of you guys out there. And as soon as I complete my setup and I start doing complete tutorials of these operating systems, and we're going to be diving into cybersecurity and network scanning and all that good stuff, all the fun stuff. Well, with that being said, I'll just go ahead and stop all this, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Again, thank you, and I see you guys in a future video.